Hello everybody, I hope you are doing well and doing great. So as usual, we have a new different lesson which is about grammar. So the lesson of today called the past perfect. Past perfect. If you want to know what does it mean, the past perfect, when we use it and how we use it in the negative and the interrogative form, let's go together to see. 1, 2, 3, go! الماضي التام or past perfect, we use it in order to show to the other that we use a powerful and an interesting language. كنبين لهداك اللي كندوي معاه باللي انا متمكن من اللغه وكنستعمل اللغه بواحد الطريقه قويه، طريقه مميزه. First, what is the form of the past perfect? كيفاش كنكون هذا ال past perfect? Past perfect is the verb have in the past. Have in the past, which is very good, which is had. So had plus the past participle of the verb. First of all, I had, you had, he had, she had, it had, we had, you had, and they had. So there is no changes in the whole personal pronouns from I until they, just had. Plus the past participle of the verb اللي هو التصريف الثالث للفعل. Because in English we have the infinitive of the verb, we have the past simple, and we have the past participle. عندنا ثلاثة تصريفات. So التصريف الأول, like the verb go, we take an example. Like the verb go, it's an irregular verb. So go, the past is went, and the past participle is gone. So I had gone, you had gone, she had gone, it had gone, we had gone, you had gone, and they had gone. Or an irregular verb like the verb to watch. So I had watched, he had watched, she had watched, we had watched, they had watched, and you had watched. We add just the ed. So for the regular verbs we just add ed, either in the past simple or the past participle. But the irregular verbs there are many changes اللي خاصكم تحفظوهم مزيان. So عندنا ثلاثة تصريفات، عندنا الفعل، عندنا الماضي ديالو، وعندنا التصريف الثالث ديالو اللي هو ال past participle اللي كنحتاجوه في ال past perfect. That's it, the form had plus past participle of the verb. This is the form of the past perfect. Let's move on to see when we use the past perfect. إمتاش كنستعمل ال past perfect ولا الماضي التام. Can you please explain to us؟ كتقولي لنا الماضي التام راه تام، اشنو غادي نزيد؟ صافي رسالة. But here we have to know something. So the past perfect, it shows two actions that happened in the past. تفهموا على هاد الحاجة. past perfect يكونوا عندي فيه جوج ديال الجمل، جوج ديال لي زاكسيون، جوج ديال الواقعات اللي وقعوا لي في الباسي، اللي وقعوا لي في الماضي. Two actions happen in the past. Two actions happened in the past. Okay, next. So those two actions, we have one that happened before the other. كتكون وحدة اللي وقعت لي قبل من الأخرى. So here ملي كندير جوج ديال الحوايج، وحدة كنديرها قبل الأخرى ولا وحدة كنديرها من بعد الأخرى. Before, after. Before and after. نعاودوها. So جوج ديال الحوايج كنديرهم، وحدة كنديرها قبل من الأخرى. So this is the usage of the past perfect. The first one that we use or that we did, الحاجة الأولى اللي كنكون درتها كنستعملها في ال past perfect اللي هو had plus the past participle. الحاجة الثانية اللي كتجيني من بعد ولا قبل هي اللي تنديرها في ال past simple. So خاصنا نعرفوا جوج ديال الحوايج. Two actions، جوج ديال الواقعات، وحدة كترى لي قبل من الأخرى ولا وحدة كترى لي من بعد الأخرى. كلهم كيوقعوا لي في الماضي، بجوجهم كيوقعوا لي في الماضي. وحده اللي كتكون هي الاولى اللي درتها هي الاولى الأولى كنديرها في الباست بيرفكت اللي هو had plus the past participle، والثانية اللي كتجي من بعد منها كنديرها في السيمبل باست، كنديرها في الماضي البسيط. وحدة في الماضي التام وحدة في الماضي البسيط. Now let's move on to the examples. So she had brushed her teeth before she went to bed. She had brushed her teeth before she went to bed. شنو هي الحالة الأولى اللي وقعت لي في الماضي؟ لأنها غسلت السنان ديالها قبل، عاد من بعد ما غسلتهم مشات نعست في السرير ديالها. So she had brushed her teeth before she went to bed. So two actions that happened in the past، جوج ديال الواقعات اللي وقعوا لي في الماضي، وحده وقعت لي قبل من الاخرى. هذيك الاولى كنديرها في الباست بيرفكت اللي هي had brushed، and the second one كنديرها في الماضي البسيط ولا هو simple past went. She went. She went. So let's repeat the example. She had brushed her teeth before she went to bed. Let's move on to the second example. نشوفوا المثال الثاني. So look at her. Look. So the first thing she did, كلات. الحاجة الأولى اللي دارت أنها كلات. الحاجة الثانية مني كلات وسالات شنو دارت؟ مشات كتفرج في التلفازة. So here let's make the past perfect. قلنا الحاجة الأولى اللي كتوقع كنديرها في الباست perfect، الحاجة الثانية اللي كتجي من بعد منها كنديرها في simple past. After she had eaten, she watched the TV. After she had eaten, she watched TV. مني كلات مشات كتفرج. جوج ديال الحالات two actions that happened in the past اللي وقعوا ليا في الماضي، وحده وقعت لي قبل من الاخرى ولا وحده وقعت لي من بعد الاخرى. الواقعه الاولى اللي كتوقع هي الاولى I should make it or should put it in the past perfect. The second one or the second action, so I will put it in the simple past. Let's make this sentence. So after she had eaten, she watched TV. After she had eaten, this is the past perfect, which is had plus the past participle of the verb eat, because the verb eat, it's an irregular verb. We have eat, ate, eaten. So I will take تصريف ثالث للفعل, which is the past participle of the verb. She had eaten. Then after she had eaten, what she did, so she watched TV. The second action in the simple past, the verb watch. It's a regular verb, so we should just add ed. كنزيدو غير ed. So after she had eaten, she watched TV. Two actions, one happened before the other or one happened after the other. So let's look at the third example. يلا نشوفوا المثال الثالث. So here in this video, the girl had finished her homework. سالت الواجبات ديالها. Here, she called her friend. So the first action that she had finished her homework. الحاجة الأولى اللي دارت ولا لاكسيون الأولى اللي كملتها أنها سالت الواجبات ديالها، خرجتهم سالتهم. من بعد ما سالتهم عيطت لصاحبتها. So the first action that she had finished her homework. She had finished her homework in the past perfect. After it, she called her friend. عيطت للصديقة ديالها. So here we use the simple past. The first one in the past perfect, the second one in the simple past. After she had finished her homework, she called her friend. After she had finished her homework, she called her friend. Had finished in the past perfect because the verb to finish is a regular verb. So had plus the past participle. Then the verb call. So that's call. In the past simple is called. We add just the ed. After she or he had finished her homework, she called her friend. So now we know the form of the past perfect and we know also when we use the past perfect. Now let's move on to see what is the negative form of the past perfect. It's really easy. حالة النفي we add just not. كنزيدو غير not. So she had not finished her homework. She had not watched TV. So we add just not, N-O-T. She had not, he had not, it had not, we had not, you had not, and they had not. So this is the negative form of the past perfect. As a conclusion, so we use the past perfect in order to show two actions that happened in the past. One happened before the other or one happened after the other. So the first action الحالة الأولى ولا الواقعة الأولى اللي درتها وساليتها في الباست كنسميها الباست بيرفكت الماضي التام. وقعت وسالت. مني تتسالي كتجي وحده اخرى اللي كنديرها في السيمبل باست الماضي البسيط اللي هي الحاجه الثانيه اللي كنديرها في الباست في الماضي. جوج ديال الحوايج كيوقعوا ليا في الماضي، وحده كتوقع قبل من الاخرى ولا وحده كتوقع من بعد الاخرى. الاولى اللي كتوقع لي كنديرها في الماضي التام، الثانيه اللي كتوقع لي كنديرها في الماضي البسيط. So this is the past perfect. I hope that you enjoy it and you understand it because it's really easy. The majority of my students didn't understand the past perfect. They find it really difficult. كيشوفوه بلي صعيب بزاف، مي هو سهل بزاف إلا فهمت إمتاش كنديرو وقتاش كنديرو وشنا هي الفورم ديالو. كيجي سهل بزاف وكيخلي لك لا لونغ ديالك زوينة، كتبان powerful and really interesting ملي كتستعمل الباست perfect. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. So if you are a new one, just subscribe, like the video, and see you next week inshallah. Goodbye.